Good afternoon again, New England. This is Stuck in Maine with your host, Stu. I just shut the camera off here for a while, and I was praying and trying to go over where it left. You know, when this is a 10-minute video, it just will cut off. But when we're talking about growing in the Lord, or Paul was trying to straighten out things and help them grow, but at no time did he completely push them away and get rid of them. He was trying to, he travails night and day when he's in the front lines till Christ is formed in them. See, there's a lot difference between a baby Christian or a baby that's growing up, and now you can't make them be an adult right away, you know what I mean? And they need the right food, okay? You don't want to get scraps when God's offering a big table of, filet mignon. You don't want to run and get the cheap hamburger that's in the dumpster there. He wants you to eat the meat, desire the sincere meat. And then as we grow, we're supposed to first be on the milk and then get past that milk, And those that don't, we're supposed to bring up to there. It's not an ego thing. It's, I got there first. This is nothing like that, okay? When Christ spoke to the vineyard workers, they all get a quarter. They're jealous. I was here longer, I get more. No, you just get the anointing that you have, and it gets interrupted. Our flesh takes over at times. We run, like I said, like I did. But boy, before I ran, I felt some beautiful, wonderful moments with the Lord. The Shekinah glory, the times gathering, and just the fellowship, the real fellowship. Not worrying about if you're wimpy or Bible thumper and all that. I was always myself. But boy, when I first got, and back then, now I'm struggling to get back to that self. But what I'm saying is that there was a lot of nuggets I got a hold of, and like I said before, a lot of those women were on top of things in the church I came from, and I'm not putting the men down, especially not the men in this room. They seem like they have their head together, doing their things, and respect that very much. The music things they're doing, and the family life that they're leading, and there's good there. There's good solid relationships that hold together throughout all this stuff. And without rambling on and without getting off the track here, the whole point about getting saved and the Abrahamic covenant and the Job story, obviously I haven't been in the Old Testament for a while. The Job story's probably technically older than Abraham, but the focus was on grace after Adam and Eve, okay? When Adam blew it and said, the woman you gave me made me do it, there's your trouble right there, okay? There's your relationship trouble, there's your family trouble. In my opinion, he should have been watching over that garden, watching over her, not to be over her like you think. Like some of the church says, just submit, woman, keep quiet in the church and all that other stuff, which is another sermon I'll get into. It didn't mean that, because if that was true, I wouldn't have learned anything. Okay? The woman taught me a lot of stuff. Heavy-hitting, anointed, prophetic woman of God. Okay? I learned a lot from them. I read a lot of things in the beginning. My mind was like, my spirit was soaking it all in. And you would, like I said, you would never have known, seeing some of the things about me now, whatever you know about me, that was the same person. Okay, it wasn't any self-righteousness didn't get in there, any of the law wasn't in yet. And I had it that way with the relationship, the personal relationship with Christ. And any of the other ministry I did, which is separate, is for not points, but is to bring him like souls. If I go and witness to somebody and somebody comes to him through me talking, whether it's in season or out of season. You listen to some people from behind the pulpit, they'll never let you preach at all. Never let you talk to anybody, okay? When you're called, when you're saved, you'll do whatever the Lord sets you to do. And sometimes it could be for a moment you're doing one thing and then he switches you over to something more. So we got to get off our high horses and see, and just let it fall as it should with the anointing. And I'm going to take a break now for a second. Well, this is going to go in parts. So we got part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. All the links are in order like that. And we'll just go down the line as it goes. But I got some company here, so hang on.